All right, everyone. Welcome here to Main Event Cards. As the name says on the screen right now, my name is Damien, and we have a little bit of this is a bit of a test run, new platform going on here. So things will be changing up over the next few weeks as I get used to this new program, getting things more streamlined. It's going to be better. I do right here have this another mail day, which is unusual for me because I've been having a few. I've got some graded cards in here that some of you are going to be pretty excited about. I've got a big PC card here as well, my favorite purchase of 2025. So let's get straight into it. I'm not going to muck around. Before I get into this, I just want to show you all an example of how nerdy I am as a collector. So, picked up this UFC 100 DVD just on a secondhand platform here in Sweden. Was super stoked to get this. I reckon the art cover looks awesome. UFC 100, obviously a historical event in itself. And even have my guy here, Yoshihiro Akiyama against Alan Belcher, opening up the main card. I thought, I want to display this, and I was kind of thinking to myself, what would make it look this even cooler is a gold case. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to take the label out of this, put it in this gold case, and have like a gold cased UFC 100 DVD to display. As I said, just a nerdy little thing that I thought would be really cool to share with you guys who may or may not care. Anyway, let's keep going. We'll get straight back into this. This box, as I said, I only recently just got it in 2 days ago. I've been pretty good ordering stuff back home as we have a handful of dog poison here. There is some graded UFC round 1 stuff in here. So some of you are going to be probably pretty interested to see that. An overall mixed mail. The camera I've got here now going is the new phone that I bought, the iPhone 15. So that's why it should look heaps better than any other mail day I've done before. As we started off with the Roger Herter, the original, well, can we say the original star of the UFC? It's the silver parallel, 86 of 288. I have been buying up a whole bunch of round 1. I'm trying to look at the corner there. It looks a little bit dinged. But regardless, the silvers, I've just been sending them away. Silvers and golds for round 1 Topps UFC. I've been sending them off to PSA to get graded. This was one. Beckett Marketplace. I ain't mucking around. I'm getting straight into this. This was one that I bought on Beckett Marketplace. Really, really cheap. A few dollars. Looked in awesome condition. Sent it off to PSA. And I'm telling you here, your boy, the Jose Aldo, the 2012 Bloodlines, 153 of 188, making it the X refractor, the blue X refractor. PSA 10, baby. Look at that. Look at that. This card looks really awesome. I'm not that big of a fan of a Jose Aldo, so this one will be going up on my eBay. I'm not even really sure what a price would be. I haven't looked at the pops, like what pop count it would be, but that one hopefully goes to a Jose Aldo collector. This is the one I talked about. Favorite purchase of 2025. I had some purchases that I forgot. I just saw a card. We'll get there. Favorite purchase of 2025. I had some big purchases. Some I really enjoyed. Jey Uso. Self-explanatory at this point. I've been getting into his cards a lot since finding my love for WWE again in June of last year. But we did it. The PSA 9 Gold Prizm debut year for Panini Prizm UFC. And look at the centering. As I inspect this closer, you won't find probably better centering than that on a Prizm, especially for a gold. Obviously limited to 10. Now this is me being a little bit anal. It's not, I mean, it's pretty good. I was about to say it's not perfect, but it's actually pretty close to perfect. I'm super stoked to have this in the card. Couldn't care if it was a PSA 6, but as long as it's got that centering, like even the centering up and down is just absolutely beautiful. This is my first ever gold Prizm for a PC athlete, so I'm actually super stoked to have this. I'm that stoked. I'm going to move this UFC 100 DVD out of the way, and this is going to sit right there. I'm so happy to add this. But you know what else I'm so happy to add? Because I actually forgot this was in this order. I mentioned quite a few months ago now, I've been sending off like my cheaper PC cards that are my real PC cards. I've been sending them off to CGC, and then my more expensive cards, I've actually been PC cards that are forever cards. I've been sending to Beckett because I like the Beckett slabs. They're solid, they're thick. I love the labels on them. So I sent this one off. The Max Holloway 2013 Finest. It's in a Beckett slab. I'm going to flip this over. I was pretty, yeah, I was happy with this grade. You ready? Boom. We got the 9 for the gold, numbered 66 of 88. The gold refractor, Max Holloway, rookie card. We got the BGS 9. We got the metallic label there. We can see the centering 9s, corners 9.5, edges 9.5, surface 9. So that means we were 0.5 off a grade to get the 9.5, which if I had got the 9.5 in this, I probably would have just stopped buying cards. No, not really. I wouldn't have done that. But anyway, we have two major PC cards here right now that both deserve to be sitting up the back there. This Gold Prizm, I don't know if I just mentioned that will be going off to BGS as well. So hopefully that gets a 9 or better. If that got a 9.5, then I probably would actually stop buying cards. No, I wouldn't. But it's nice to say things like that are over-exaggerated sometimes. This one, PSA, UFC Fight Night 59, McGregor versus Dennis Siver. This is 2015 Topps Chronicles, I believe. These are just cool cards. Cool cards. For those of you who remember, I got this pre-graded with a grading company here in Sweden. They said it was about an 8. PSA decided it was actually a 9. And this card displays really well. Obviously, with the black bordering here, I mean, it would be very difficult to get a 10. But this card displays really well. It's a great photo post. A good shot of McGregor there. McGregor's on a downhill slide, but this card isn't. This card looks awesome. And I'm happy with a 9 for this. It's in a PSA slab. I got it graded myself, as I said. So that one is like that because eventually I'll sell it. Now, this one. This one I bought from my friend Michael, I believe. I bought this one from Michael. We set up together. We did the Swede card show last year together. I got this from him as a part of a massive lot deal. It's the Rich Franklin TKO insert 66 of 88, making it the black parallel. And it got a PSA 8. We've got a little bit of something on the slab there. So these cards, they got a shine to them. This is the black parallel, as I said, so it's just a little bit darker than what the base would be. The bases are a refractor as well, but as I said, this one having the more of a black shine. PSA 8 for this card. I'm pretty happy with it. 2009 Topps Round 1. Just a cool card. It's in PSA slabs. So that means at some point, as I bump the camera there, it will be for sale. All right, as we move on to the next stack of cards, which are all now 2009 round one, if I do believe so. And these will all be golds, maybe some silvers in there. Started off with the Chris Lieben rookie. It's the gold, and I got a PSA 7. PSA 7, obviously not the best grades. The golds are a thicker stock card, so they are harder to get a higher grade than what the bases are even are. So a 7, as I said, I'm not unhappy with that. What this card value is probably not that much, but with all these 2009 round one stuff that I'm going pretty crazy on at the moment, these will all just be put away for 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Hell, if I have to leave these to my future kids one day, I will, before the value gets appreciated. So I'm doing that with all these round one stuff. Chris Lieben, PSA 7. I've actually been having an issue. I don't think there's any in here. I've been getting a whole other stack graded of PSA round one golds, and PSA have actually been missing the gold on the label. So I'm not sure what's going on with their graders over there. This one, the Rich Clemente. I actually think this is one of the best, if not the best, photo from 2009 round one. Look at that kick. Right into the face, through the guard, and this is very well captured here in this photo. This is the silver. It's a PSA 7.5, as we can see on the label there. It's a near mint plus. You don't get too many 0.5 grades with PSA, but I did on this one. I would have liked it to have been an 8, but it's not. It's 7.5. These ones, obviously, much more limited print run than the golds. 85 of 288. And once again, I just think the rarity of these cards, especially if you're getting them in any grade really above a 6, it's just worthwhile having them in a slab and putting them away. But as I said, this one was a personal favorite because I love that image. Let me know what you guys think. Is this the best photo from Topps Round 1 UFC? All right. So I lied. We have a round 2. It's the Jim Miller rookie from UFC 89, Bisping versus Lieben. This is a gold, as we can see there. So we can see the difference between the designs. I'll pull back to Chris Lieben. That one getting, wait, I'll reveal the grade first. That one getting a 7. But we can look at the design difference. For those of you who are not too familiar with the design differences from Topps Round 1 and Topps Round 2 from 2009, you can see it there directly. We have like the gold splatter there. We have the UFC debut in white text, where on the round 1, it is actually in the matching gold lettering that we have the names there. So yeah. Similar photo designs, like in terms of actual shots from their debut fights, but it's just basically the text and the design of how they're displaying the names and the UFC logo, which are different. We obviously have the UFC logo up here and no UFC logo on this one. But yeah, which ones do you guys like better? Do you like the round 2 or do you like the round 1? Personally, I kind of like the UFC debut logo in the white. A little bit harder to see in the gold font there. So that one is 7. As I drop it, that's all right. Last up, we're blowing through this, which is good. I know you all have short attention spans. We have the Ed Herman 2009 round 1 rookie. And if you thought this was a base, you're wrong, because it's actually the silver in a PSA 7. Ed Herman fought for a real long time over a lot of different weight classes, just a fighter's fighter. Not a big name by any shot, but as I said, just a legendary UFC fighter for how long his career was. 227 of 288. So there we have it, everyone. That will do it for this quick mail day. What will be going on here forward? I don't know. So that'll do it for this one. I am so pumped to get that card, but now I have to go through the process of cracking that out, sending it over to BGS and doing all that. I always get a bit nervous. I always get a bit nervous when doing that. Obviously, whenever you're sending like favorite PC cards, for those people who send away favorite PC cards to get graded, you'll understand what I'm talking about. It can be pretty nerve-wracking until you get it back in your hand, especially with the rarer cards, because you never know if you're going to find another one. But thanks for watching, everyone. New videos will be coming all the time. Lives will be starting soon. Let me know. Obviously, I can imagine this camera here has done a much better job than any camera I've had before, thanks to the new iPhone that I have. And hopefully with this platform, things will just keep kicking on. Thanks, everyone. I'll see you again next time.